Good morning, everyone. This is Dewey, and my Tech Talk topic for today is a new Windows package manager. Some of our weekly Tech for Senior attendees are members of the Silvercom Computer and Technology Club here at Silveridge RV Resort in Mesa, Arizona. This includes Ron Brown and myself. Longtime Silvercom members may remember one of our original members by the name of Marvin. When I think of Marvin, he's a great guy, I think of his fondness for Nine-Night. Now, Nine-Night isn't a hard liquor beverage or something you say when you're sweetly tucking in a 2-year-old. So what is Nine-Night? Nine-Night is an easy-to-use online package manager for Windows that enables users to install current versions of many software programs all at once. Think of that, all at once. Nine-Night only works with Windows and is free for personal use. Now, I'm told that there are similar package manager programs available for Mac OS and iOS. I hadn't thought of Nine-Night for years until last month when a Dell Computer Tech fellow working on my Dell XPS 15 laptop used Nine-Night to reinstall a bunch of apps he had removed in order to troubleshoot a difficult problem. Shortly after that, I came across an article about a new package manager for Windows 10 specifically called Winstall. That's Winstall with a small w. Winstall is a new third-party application that's available now in preview form, but it's going to become a Windows application, I predict. It's a lot like Nine-Night, but it operates over the native Windows package manager called WinGet. That's Win plus Get, not Wing It. To be able to use Winstall at the present time, you'll first need to download WinGet, which operates only from a command prompt. In the future, WinGet will be a part of Windows 10, and you will be able to use tools like Winstall on any PC without a special setup. To use Winstall on your PC now, head to the Winstall website, which is winstall.app. Get that? That's a different type of extension for a URL, right? Then use the search box or browse the popular and featured apps, adding whichever apps you want in your installation script group. Below are 2 of the 8 Winstall categories that provide over 1,100 apps. You see web browsers on the left, essential tools on the right, and there are 6 more. And look at it under web browsers, it says the top web browsers we love. So they're kind of pushing, of course, there's Microsoft Edge first. But in small print below on both categories, you can see it says View Pack, which means you can open it up to more. Once you've chosen all your favorite apps on the website, click the Generate Script button at the bottom of the page. Note the red arrow where it says Generate Script. That's it. The Windows Package Manager Winstall will automatically install all of the apps you've selected on the command line. Presto changeo, it's done. You can also uninstall them like any other app by using Programs and Settings in the control panel or going to Windows Settings/Apps. I realize that Winstall is a very specialized application, but if you're a Windows techie type, it's a great arrow to have in your quiver. Well, that's my Tech Talk story for today, and I'm sticking with it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Google Arts and Culture. I'm Hewie Poplock. The Google Arts and Culture is bringing the world's art and culture online for everyone. Google Arts and Culture is a nonprofit initiative. They work with cultural institutions and artists around the world. Together, their mission is to preserve and bring the world's art and culture online so it's accessible to anyone, anywhere. You'll use the app on your mobile devices, and you'll use the web for your Mac, your PC, and your Chromebooks. You can visit 100 cultural sites in search. If your traveling is on your mind, Google search might be your starting place to research, find inspiration, and to learn about sites from all over the world. That's why, with Google Arts and Culture, they are launching a new virtual tour feature on Google Search for over 100 global museums and cultural sites. These are some screenshots from my mobile device. You can even go to the website and search for local museums and art exhibitions in your area. This happens to be in my area, and it shows the various places I could go locally without having to travel anywheres. I do caution you to check and see what hours they are open, if they are open, because of the COVID situation. There are weekly highlights. There you can explore by time and color. There are collections. You can do by categories. And this is a current front page of the website. So, the Google Arts and Culture, a new virtual tour feature, was recently launched in Google Search for over 100 global museums and cultural sites. You can drop in and explore the Palace of Versailles, the former residence of French kings, or visit the Palace Museum, which Chinese emperors called home for almost 500 years. You can do a virtual tour on your mobile device, or you can look at virtual tours on your through your web browser on your PC or your Mac or your Chromebook. In these times where traveling isn't an option for many people, this is an excellent opportunity for Google to roll out a feature like this. It could also be useful for planning where you'd like to travel once things settle down again. Google announced that it has more than 100 cultural locations you can visit through search. Unfortunately, the company didn't release a full list of places, so you'll have to do some experimenting to see which and if places you're curious about are supported. You'll see a link to the virtual tour in the About section. The tour brings together photos, 360-degree street view imagery, and artifacts to give you a taste of what it's like to visit in person. Whichever cultural location you end up visiting, you're sure to learn a lot about the world while you have a good time seeing the places you can't physically travel to for the time being. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Arts and Culture website from google.com. We're on my PC. You'll notice that it says you can choose your interactive experience. So there's some interaction that you can do. You can listen to a painting. You can get closer to the Eastern Island head in 3D, and so on. There's a game you can play, and so on. But let's just move down the screen here. You can choose your next travel destination. You can go to Kenya, India, Italy, Thailand, and just to show you on the Explore on the Kenya, you can see some of the pictures. I am not touching this at all. This is done from the app itself. Actually, not the app, but from the website, I should say. Uh, I'm doing this manually now, going from slide to slide. There's information there and pictures. And let's go back to here. Now you can play with art using your phone. You can also use it with your PC. As an example, let's take a look at this painting, and we're going to view it on the web. Here is the painting. But let's go ahead and zoom in, and I mean you can really see the how the painting was, how the painter worked, and the different aspects of how they used the brush and the different colors. Let's go back one more, go back to home, and then come down here to explore the, I think it's called the Bauhaus, the roundhouse. If we view it on the web, it's also 3D, so you can look at it, go all the way around it. So there's a lot of things that you can look at. And just spent hours and hours with this. I just getting ready to show you some of the things. I wanted to look at it, and I was just amazed. And I spent hours uh, going through various pieces and parts of this to decide what to show you. But it got so interesting, and I just kind of forgot about what needed to be done. And I said, "Oh, I better get to work." But one of the things that I really like is, as we come down here, is some historical sites around the world. But let's come down to explore museums celebrating Latino culture. But explore sites from your sofa. Explore in 3D. Step inside Italy's museums. Explore with Street View. And you can then view all. And let's go to, um, we've got several items here that we can look at. I want to go to one that I just actually looked at. And here are some more down here. Incredible from the top. Follow the footsteps of culture. This was very interesting. Here is the Bolshoi Theater. But you'll notice that there's numbers along the side here. These are from different floor levels. So if we go to the first floor level, let's go to the third. You can see from the third level, if you're sitting in one of the booths, this is what it would look like. Let's come back down to the first level again, and we're in the hallway, and you can follow the hallway around. I'm just moving my mouse to do so. And then let's go to the third level, which is where we were, I believe. Yeah. And let's jump up to the seventh level and look down. Wow, what a view. And you still see the stage. If we go to the ninth level, it's actually, well, let's look at the ceiling first. You can see the ceiling here. But above that is yet a ninth level, and that's, I guess, a practice stage and another, actually another hallway. And that's above the actual theater. So let's back out of this. There's other opera houses and so on. And there's still more you can explore. I mean, you can spend hours and hours and hours doing this. The space station, and I can't even get back to where I wanted to be to show you. So I'm going to pause here and find what I'm looking for. This is the Smithsonian's National Air and Space Museum, and I wanted to take a tour of it with you. And we're going to come down here. You can see there's a lot of different views that you can do here. Let's go to this one right here and explore it. I am now in the museum, but you say, well, that's a nice picture. But look at this. We're in the museum, and it's a 360-degree view. So if we want to walk back here, come back over here, we can take a look. Well, let's take a look from this view. Come over here. And we can take a look at the National Geographic balloon that's there. And as we look around the room back to where we just came from, there's the other side of that airplane. There are all of the information sheets that are posted there. So let's come over here and you'll see some more planes. We're going to go down the hallway here. See what we've got down this way. You can see, you can spend hours and hours looking at these. This is a NASA plane. And you'll notice that there's 2 levels here. Let's go down to the first level. That's downstairs. So what we're going to be doing is looking up to see the same things that in other words, we're in the same museum, but we can come down here and tour the museum on the first floor. And we're actually walking through the museum. And so here is one of the space vehicles that landed probably, let's see, this is a lunar module. This is actually one similar to the one that landed on the moon. Now, if we jump up to the second floor, if we go to the same spot, I'm not sure whether we can go over, I believe it's over here. And we can look down and we're looking at it now from the second floor, the same item. So it's just, you can spend hours just in this one particular location, the Air and Space Museum in Washington. But there are other museums and there's other art museums at just other famous buildings that you can either tour from the outside or the inside, depending upon, of course, whether they allow people on the inside of some of these old relics and so on. But the thing about this arts and culture from Google is everything is there. A lot of it's in 3D. A lot of it's just very, very well done. And you can spend hours and hours and days of the time that you're confined to your house touring the world and touring museums as if you had the ability to get on a plane and go there. So it gives you something to do without leaving your home that gives you the feeling and the effect that you've left your home and you're in another time or you're in another place. So that's a brief tour of the Google Arts and Culture website or app. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you go out and you take a look. Google Arts and Culture, I'm Hewie Poplock.
Simply Safe. Home security made simple. Simply Safe offers home security, which is affordable. Your basic protection starts at about $150. It's something you can do yourself. Simple to follow instructions, and if you need help, it's just a phone call away. There are also many YouTube instructional videos that you can follow if you need some additional help. You can also get professional help, and installation is available for a fee. Easiest way to get started is to contact or visit their website, which is listed here. The following video will give you some more details about Simply Safe.
Hi, my name is Travis Goudreau, home security and safety expert at safehome.org. Used to be, if you wanted home security, you had to sign a long contract with a massive security company that would install their equipment and monitor your home for a large monthly fee. With modern technology, you can now DIY home security, installing your own cameras and monitoring your own home. But when you need the police, you have to call 911 yourself. As a former burglary detective, I know that's not the safest way to go. Let's be real. If someone armed breaks into your home while you're sleeping, you may not have the chance to dial 911. That's too much DIY. With Simply Safe home security systems, you get professional monitoring without a contract, so they alert the police or paramedics when they're needed. That could be a lifesaver. You've heard the expression, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Well, a home is only secure as its most vulnerable point. If you have 19 windows protected in a 20-window house, that's not good enough for me. You can set up your Simply Safe system so that it protects every door, room, and window in your house. And you don't have to be a Home Depot regular to set it up. It's the easiest home security system to install. You simply peel and stick. But if that gives you trouble, they'll even install it for you if you like. Base station, it looks like a lava lamp. Their systems have many options, including one that I think every well-protected home should have, a glass breaking sensor. A window alarm goes off when a window opens, breaking the connection between the two parts. But breaking a window or patio door won't set off the alarm, but will trigger the glass sensor. Simply Safe offers everything from Wi-Fi enabled smart locks to carbon monoxide detectors. If there's a fire inside your home when you're away, they'll call the fire department, even before your neighbors know there's an emergency. Even if you lose power, your system will work for 24 hours. The system is fully customizable and works with Alexa and Google Assistant. Depending on how you set up different alerts, you can have a siren go off to scare away a potential burglar, a text go to your neighbors if someone is at your front door, or get a secret alarm which will only notify you, like when your kids are snooping around somewhere they shouldn't be. You do have to buy the equipment you want, which could be bad news for people short on cash. But it's good news for renters, as when you move, you can take all your Simply Safe equipment with you. You decide what you need, and you can always buy more equipment later. You'll also pay for monitoring under one of their easy-to-understand, affordable month-to-month pricing models. I recommend paying extra to enable interactive features on your phone. You can even use your alarms without paying for monitoring, but I don't recommend that. Simply Safe cameras shoot in 1080p high-definition quality, which is now the industry standard. As a burglary detective, nothing was worse than when video evidence was lost due to storage capacity. Simply Safe will save your footage in the cloud for an extra monthly fee, so you'll never run out of space. Forget to arm the system when you leave the house? You can do it from the mobile app. The one downside is they don't offer live chat like other security system companies, so customer service could be improved. All in all, Simply Safe systems are easy to install, fully customizable, and offer a wide range of devices with inexpensive professional monitoring and no long-term contracts. To learn more about Simply Safe and other home security systems, come visit us at safehome.org.
With Simply Safe, 24/7, 365 monitoring is available for around $15 a month. And I wouldn't be without that extra protection. The system is fully customizable and can be expanded or contracted as needed. There is phone help available when needed. I had to replace a sensor recently and received phone help to delete the old non-working sensor with a replacement that I had purchased. If you're looking for home security, I can recommend Simply Safe because it's simply kept me safe. If you're already using it, let us know how you like it. If you're still in the market, let us know whether or not you've decided to purchase this product. Stay safe. I hope this helps.
Good day, it's Ron Brown with Tech for Seniors. Today we are going to talk about shopping with Alexa. Now remember, if you like this video and want to support the channel, please click the like and subscribe. Also, I have a special treat for you, so please watch to the very end of this video, and I have a tip for you that's going to save you a lot of time on your shopping. So let's get started. Now, don't confuse A with A. You all know I'm Canadian, and Canadians say A, but today I will be saying the A device for you-know-what, and the G device for you-know-what, okay? And so this is what we're going to be doing because I don't want everyone's devices to go off. So if I say the A device, you know what I mean, and the G device, you know what I mean. Now, a very smart Chinese man said once, Confucius said, "Senior who shop without grocery list will be shopping every day." Now, we all know that you don't want to be shopping every day. Not in COVID times. The less exposure you have to that virus, the better off you're going to be. So we need a shopping list. So let's talk a little bit about shopping lists. The problem is the paper shopping list, which I'm sure many of you use. Let's look at Martha and Fred's shopping trip. How would they go about this? Well, let's say Fred says to Martha, "Did you make up a shopping list this week?" Martha replies, "I thought you did." Martha said, "Fred, where is the shopping list?" Fred replies, "I don't remember." Fred says, "Martha, where's the pen for the shopping list?" Martha replies, "Wherever you left it." And when they get to the grocery store, Fred says, "Martha, did you bring the shopping list?" Martha replies, "I thought you did." So, problems with shopping lists. So the problem with shopping lists, paper shopping lists, are who makes it up? Where is it? Where is the pen for the shopping list? And did you remember the list at the store? And the problem also is there's only one copy. So let's let Alexa make our shopping list. You'll see that garlic has been added to the shopping list. Let's see how this all works out with Alexa. Now, I want to go over my situation in my home and explain how I use the shopping list, the A shopping list. What you'll see here, and we've talked a little bit about my routine, is up in the morning and I'm sitting in my lazy boy chair and I'm going over YouTube videos that I like. And so a lot of them have to do with recipes. And you also will see the A device doesn't have to be a device. It could be an app on a device. And that's my Sonos speaker in my front room that has the A device embedded in it. Now, this is our kitchen, and you'll see my trusty TCL TV with my embedded Roku device. I love that TV, and I often like to play a YouTube video on that as I'm cooking. I cook with the chef. As the chef teaches me how to do the recipe, I cook alongside, and I have a lot of fun with that. The only problem is that my hands are often gucky and they got flour on them or something, and so I have to pick the remote up, and then that doesn't work out so well. So I'm looking at putting an A device in the kitchen. Certainly, the A device in the living room and dining room can hear me, but I want to get the hand thing, and I want to be more voice controlled. Now, we talked about the A device, or particularly, we have a Nix Play. On the left-hand side, you'll see the Nix Play photo frame that we have sitting on the desk there. I like that. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. It's a great photo frame. We've had it for about 4 years, but I'm probably going to replace it with the one on the right side, which is the Echo Show 10. This will play YouTube videos, and it's all voice controlled and can act as a picture frame as well. And then I'll have my Echo device in the kitchen. This is an older Echo Dot that we have in our dining room. It actually plays pretty good music. The speaker quality is good. We use it for Christmas music. Anyway, again, if we're in the dining room having dinner and we want to add something to the grocery list, it's available. This is our master bedroom. This is the Echo Show 8. And you can see if I'm reading a recipe, all recipes in the evening, I can simply talk to the A device and add the ingredients to our shopping list. Alexa, what's the weather out?
In Comox, it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for showers with a high of 44 degrees and a low of 35 degrees.
That was an example of the Echo Flex. This, of course, you can see is in my garage. This is the cheapest of all the Amazon products, and is doesn't have a great speaker, so you can't really play music with it, but it's totally functional and hooks into the central Amazon system. Now, if you look at the prices of this, particularly in Canada, you'll see now that these are on sale for $15. Great deal right now, and you can pick these up at a very cheap price. I picked up 3 the other day because I'm going to put them in rooms that don't have A devices. Now, you're going to find in the United States, you're going to find when you go to look at the Amazon site, you're going to find very few Echo devices. In fact, you won't find any Echo 10s. There's a few 5s around. You might be able to pick up a few at Best Buy, but you're going to wonder, what the heck? It's Christmas time. They should be selling millions and millions of these. And I think what happened is, I think Black Friday was a big deal. They pretty much sold all their inventory out. The whole Echo product line is being retooled now and will be reintroduced with Zoom technology. So all of the whole product line will all be brand new, and I expect that's probably coming now, but unfortunately isn't going to be here for Christmas. This is in my studio down here. This is my Echo 5 that I have, and I'm going to show you how to add items now to your grocery list. Now, the advantages of Echo Shopping List are the following. It's available throughout the house. It's available to everyone. And you can have multiple lists. In the example I'm going to give you, you will see that I have 2 lists. One is a general list, and the other is a Costco shopping list. You can make as many specific lists as you want, and you could have one for each store or grocery store that you wanted to go to. The way I use it is the general shopping list is for the non-Costco stuff, and I only have one specialized list. You can remove from the list when it's purchased, and it can be available on a mobile device, as you'll see in a minute. Alexa, add Folgers Classic Roast to shopping list.
I've added Folgers Classic Roast to your shopping list.
Alexa, add Rogers Brown Sugar and Worcestershire sauce to our shopping list.
I have added Rogers Brown Sugar and Worcestershire sauce to your shopping list.
Now, in this slide, I'm going to show you how you can actually edit the item that you've placed on your shopping list, because these Echo Show devices are all touch screen. So watch how we edit this. Outlined in red, you'll see the Amazon app. This is the app that you will have downloaded and used to register and install your Amazon devices. I'm going to show you how to use the app to see your shopping list. Okay, we're going to now select the Amazon app and open it up. When you first open the Amazon app up, you'll come right to your shopping list. Now you'll see that here you'll see that we have 2 lists, one for general shopping items and a specific list that I've made up for Costco items. So you can have as many specific shopping lists as you want, and I'll explain later how I've organized this. So when we click on the shopping list, you'll see, of course, our Rogers Brown Sugar. You'll also see some seasoning, and again, the Worcestershire sauce that I added. Clicking the bottom, you'll come up to a shared list option. You can invite others to add to your list or to share your list. This can be done with a link that you'll get and send it to them. They can then take and add or subtract things off the list. There's our Folgers Classic coffee. This is your list that you will have on your phone when you arrive at the grocery store. Now, once you've completed the list, you can hide popular items, hide categories, clear completed items, or hide completed items, or of course there's the share function. In a husband-wife situation where you both have the same Amazon account, it's not a problem because you'll be sharing the list together with one account. However, if you both have separate accounts, then this is a way in which you can share a common list with two different accounts. You simply would invite the other to add to your list by sending them a temporary link. The other interesting thing this could be used for is if you had a group of caregivers that were giving care to a single person. The caregivers could all then have access to the shopping list and would be easily able to see which items had been purchased and which items needed to be purchased. This could very easily be done by simply ticking off the item on the shopping list, and that would remove it from the list. So for example, if you had one caregiver who was going to a store that sold produce, maybe they would pick up all the produce for that individual, and someone else could do shopping in another area for another group of items. And again, the items could be removed off the shopping list as they were ticked off. So collaborating with this shopping list is another important feature. Okay, let's see how this would work. Let's bring up our shopping list. Here we are. And we are going to collaborate with us. We are going to get someone else to share this list with us. So if you look here, you can see all the ways in which we can share it, but we're going to do it through email. So I'm going to come down, and you'll see on the left-hand side, on the second row, you will see the Gmail button. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to send it to myself, and you'll see I'm going to type my email address here. And we're going to send it to myself. And I'll show you what it looks like. Now, let's go back to my phone, and we're going to look, and here is my email that has come in. And you'll see it says list, and there's the link. And when I click the link, guess what? There's our shopping list with all the items that are there. Now, as we select the items, they would be, and we tick them off as being purchased, then they would be removed from the list. In this diagram, I'd like you to look and see how the items are categorized. The categories are specifically identified as to the location on the aisles in the grocery store. For example, if you look at the top here, you'll see Rogers brown sugar and taco seasoning is in baking and cooking goods. That's about where you'd expect to find them. You find Worcestershire sauce in the condiments, steamed pork dumplings in the frozen section, and paper towel in the household. So the app takes the individual items and categorizes them to make you better organized when you do your shopping. Now remember, if you like the video, please click the like and subscribe down below. Oh, the tip. Yes, there was a tip. If you waited till the end, there was a tip, right? The tip is this. If you look to the side here, you'll see a recipe in a magazine. Just take a picture of it. Next time you go to the grocery store, it's on your camera and you can look at it and get the recipe. The one on the right is a computer screen. So if you see a recipe on the computer, just take a picture of it. It'll be in your camera. When you get to the grocery store, you can easily find all the items. Ron Brown with Tech for Seniors. Have a great day.